I'm coming for you. I'm going to be there, watching you. I will get to you. I will find you.
Hey y'all, it's your horror fanatic here again for the rest of the unboxing. This would now be considered part 3. However, the video that is considered part 2 was supposed to be part of part 1. But tried to connect my phone to this to do the editing, and for some odd reason it wanted to act up. So we're on now part 3. So I'm just gonna get through this and go hang with some friends that are in the kitchen. But I've been procrastinating this long enough, so we're going to jump right into it. And I'm not sure where I left off, so if I showed you this before, sorry. First, we're going to start with Megan, the NECA figurine. Definitely going to invest in the stand-up one, but I thought this was pretty cool. Can't wait to put it on the shelf. And, yeah, so she comes with the machete stick. I think it's a screwdriver. Looks like a screwdriver. 3 removable faces. And looks like 2 heads and an arm. Includes interchangeable head faceplates and hands, paper cutter, and screwdriver. Oh, okay, it's paper cutter. But yeah, so that's Megan. The NECA figurine really looks really detailed. And pretty awesome in my opinion. So next, we're going to go on to, speaking of Megan, I also bought the movie Megan 2.0, the 4K Ultra Edition, so this should actually be pretty cool. So I don't think the theater was 4K, I think it was 1080p, but yeah, and this is also the theatrical and the unrated. So there is a different version that I haven't seen. So, let's say, is there any significant time between the two? Usually it says the run time. Theatrical 2 hours, unrated 2 hours 1 minute. So I'm not sure. Maybe some of the scenes are switched up or cut. I'm not sure. But I love when we get a theatrical and an unrated. Definitely a good one to do videos on, is the differences between the two. I have the first movie. Or is it? Yeah, this is the third. I don't know. First, second. I can't keep up with movies anymore. But A Quiet Place, Day 1. And so I have that to add to my collection. I believe I've seen bits and pieces of A Quiet Place. But yeah, definitely something I definitely want to see. I don't know if they're going to make a day 1, or I mean a day 2, but I think this is like a prequel to the other one. So we're getting almost done here with the Walmart one. We're in Fall Leaves. Got a candle. Smells really good. It actually does smell like fall-ish. It's actually really weird, like the wind's blowing outside. It's crazy how they make wax like that. Alright, I'm not gonna play guessing games with these two again. Last bag clips we got were the Us guy, the Sun from Us, which was Pluto, and the other one I got was Dr. Loomis. So now I have a Chucky, I think, a Loomis, a Pluto. I believe I have Megan too. And I don't, maybe The Exorcist? I don't know. These things, I get them whenever they come out. At Walmart. If I end up getting a duplicate or something, then so just give it away. So, but they're making all kinds of these now, like Naruto and One Piece and Shonen Jump and whatnot. This one's very difficult to open. I normally don't have this much trouble. I guess they really don't want me to steal them. This here. Weird bag. I never had this one be so hard to open. Good God. Put this. Alright, let's see if some scissors will work. Some in here in the drawer. Up the seal if I can. There we go. Got the split. Not fast. There we go. At last, we're making progress. Okay, let's see who our mystery figurine is. It is Jupiter's Claim. We wish you well. I wonder what that's from. Jupiter's Claim sign from Nope. Cool, so I actually have something that's different. And so, I guess I'll understand when I see the movie. People are going to judge me because there's a lot of films I haven't seen. And, you know, as big as the horror fan as I am, I love to slash. So, there's that. Hello?
Hey.
Wait, I'm fighting with these bags, man. I'll edit it, don't worry.
Sorry. Did Tiago pick up a pack of cigarettes?
Did I get one for him?
Yeah.
So I just put it in front of his face.
Oh, okay.
It's in the kitchen.
Okay.
On the microwave. Sure. Yeah, okay. Did he get them? He should have had them.
Yeah, he handed me 2, and they were also LDs.
Yeah, I got him those too.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure he wasn't handing me my own cigarette bag type of thing.
No, I got him him pack. Alright, I'll be out when this is done.
Alright.
As soon as I can get the fucking bag open.
I'll pour you a cup then, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. Come on. Okay, there we go. This one was way easier. Oh my god. And we have Abigail. I think that's who that is. We have Abigail. Alright. That's played by, I forget who plays her. I think it's Ken and Grace or something. Or Abigail Breslin, one of the two. But yes, Abigail. Pretty good. That's a crazy looking detail. Actually, at first when I saw the yellow hair sticking out, I thought it was Megan, and I'm like, uh-oh, another Megan, but then it was darker, because Megan has, like, orangish, tan, light tan, orange hair. So, either way, that's pretty cool. Abigail. Hopefully more of these come out. Or have a ghost face of those. It would be nice to have a ghost face of those. Those are pretty cool. Yeah, once I find some hooks and stuff, I'll hang these on there. It'd be cool if they were magnets. Now that would be neat. That takes care of that. That's the Walmart haul. It's the Walmart ones. And now I can put these up with movies behind me. And when I find Quiet Place, there's part 2. Okay, so yeah, Quiet Place part 2. 24. Alright, so there's part for day 1 prequel. Alright, so once I find the first Quiet Place, put those all together with that. Guys, and I can. Hopefully I don't need scissors anymore. So I back up. And we'll move on to the next part. Alright. Okay, next for the horror haul. Five Below stuff. This is a mist cauldron, a color changing LED. You add water to it, I think, and it just makes like a fog coming out of the cauldron. I thought that was pretty cool. I think that was either at my store or Five Below. So, I'm still currently in my work uniform. I just wanted to get this video done. Can't wait to use that. Plug that somewhere in here when the horror room is finished. And that will be a great project to do, too. A time lapse of getting this organized. So, now we got more Five Below. And I picked this up probably September-ish, October-ish. Still going over months of stuff. There's a Michael Myers hat. Really cool. And then it's also a face mask as well. It's gonna stay warm as well. Or just becomes a hat like that, I would assume. Some sort of fashion. But either way, pretty cool. Nonetheless. Hold it where its eyes are supposed to be. And then, which will be right about there. And that's your hat, I would assume. So, I actually don't really think this is a hat. I think it's a face mask. It says roll down beanie. So, either way, still cool nonetheless, and it is licensed as Halloween 2, 1981. So, next, I'm not going to spend too much time on this stuff. Got Beetlejuice posters from the second movie. And there's all kinds of cool ones here. That if you want to pause for a second and take a look. So, looks pretty cool. We got some Jenna Ortega on there. We got some Winona Ryder. We got Bob right there. We got Bob, Dave, and Jeff. Beetlejuice himself. Yeah, pretty cool posters, I think. The next one is a horror mix. And it's like It, Annabelle, The Lost Boys. It, I think that's Rocky Horror. No, that's The Lost Boys too. But like Friday the 13th, The Exorcist, Friday the 13th, the final chapter. I believe that's the first cover of that. The Exorcist, Annabelle, It, and It. But I thought these were pretty cool. So there's those from Five Below. And they also had these, which I thought was crazy cool. So there's official coloring pages from the movie. From the movies, I guess. Chucky, the official coloring book. A lot of detail to these photos. And I have no idea what to use for the colors, so. Maybe be able to zoom. Yep, do a Dembala. Really cool. Can't wait to color that, make that come to life. So that's the Five Below bag. Just one more thing. Oh, yes. And they had these collectible ducks. And so I was like, well, I'm going to get something not horror related just for my collection. And so I got Willy Wonka. Thought it was pretty cool. I thought I ended up getting 2 of these ducks, but maybe I just got this one. But yeah, I really like this. It's comical. Cool, you know. Representation to Gene Wilder. The hair. I don't know if you can see much of that. Yeah, the hair. The hat. Really cool stuff. Culture Fly has been doing a lot of stuff, and these are called mini tubs. Tubs, TUBBZ.com. Tubs. I'm gonna look up, see what other collections, the stuff that they make. So that's the Five Below haul. And then in October, folks, I went to Gettysburg, which I haven't been there in a long, long time. So, while I was there, I ended up getting a glow-in-the-dark hoodie. It says The Ghosts of Gettysburg. So, really cool thing. Never wore this yet, but I plan to at some point. And whether it's there, the winter, or whatnot. So, but if we ever do another October trip, definitely coming along with me as a remembrance to this. But yeah, I found it in one of those shops, and they were doing a bunch of discounts. This shirt was this jacket was originally $35, and it was $15.99. Really thick too, really thick, nice warm jacket. Alright, so in the Museum of Haunted, actually, I should tell you this. Before we went there, we ended up stopping at Walmart, and of course I seen this, and I picked up the black phone while I was at another Walmart on our way to Gettysburg. So I picked up the black phone. The black phone 2 is also in Walmart. I saw that. Gonna wait till hopefully the price drops or something, and hopefully get a copy. But I want to see the movie first. So, I'm going to probably stream it or something. Okay, so, in between our trip at Gettysburg, we ended up stopping at a candy shop. And Paul got me a bunch of these collectible gummy tins. There's gummies inside. That's Michael Myers, Jaws, Chucky, Beetlejuice, Pennywise, and also strawberry cheesecake fudge. So this is crazy cool. And fudge, because it's so thick, it's got a good lasting to it. So I definitely need to try that at some point. Some Gettysburg fudge. And then Brothers Against Brother, One Nation Under God, Gettysburg reenactment pin that I got. Or, yeah, pin. And participant of the 150th Gettysburg. And it has the soldier there looking at the guy from the movie. I believe this might be the injured shoulder scene. I'm not sure. Gettysburg was a good movie. Really, really long. Not as long as Pearl Harbor. Stuff like that. I don't even think it's as long as Titanic. But yeah, Gettysburg was, if not, I think actually Gettysburg might be an hour longer than Titanic. I'm not sure. I think Titanic was like 3 hours. I'm not sure. One tape was one amount of time, and the second VHS tape B was a different set of time. So before we left, we stopped at the Museum of Haunted Objects, and oh, there was also 2 Five Below things. There was the Wednesday poster with Jenna Ortega. Of course, I had to have that, and that also is the Chucky slippers. I haven't worn these either yet, so definitely going to do that before spring shows up. And then, of course, and then so at the that was a Spirit Halloween behind me, which I'll show you that first, then before I get into these books. I think it might need batteries, or the Trident is acting up, but it does flash. Probably needs to replace batteries, but on. There we go. But yeah, it does light up. I think the batteries are slowly going in it, so I'm gonna have to unscrew that, take them out. But yeah, it lights up blue, and there we go. But it flashes too. Definitely gonna have to do a video of this in the dark and let you guys see what that looks like. Figured the batteries went by now with me using the Try Me all the time to show people. But yeah, there is hanging spots behind this. So if I put nails in the wall, I can do no vacancy either on the door or something like that, or up there somewhere. But yeah, so that was the Gettysburg stuff, and I got 2 more items from Gettysburg to show off real quick, and then just from a couple other random oddities that I'll make it quick with. Hoping to keep the video at least a half hour, maybe. Didn't really want it that long, but so at the Museum of Spooky Objects, or Museum of Haunted Objects, rather, I ended up getting these books in the shop. Ghost Hunting, The Gettysburg Files, and this is written by Jolene Spooky Riley, which was if you watched my my ghost hunt on the Gettysburg video, she was our psychic. So yeah, I really enjoyed meeting her. I actually met her before the hunt, a few hours prior at the Sachs Covered Bridge when we were doing some work there and all that, and yeah, I saw her beforehand. They were down at a trail down Sachs Covered Bridge, and if you watch my video, it's called The Suicide Tree, and if you can hear her voice in the background, I believe that was Jolene. You can also refer from that video to later on in the video at the ghost hunt and see if the voices match up. I wasn't sure who exactly I was talking to. Also, the kid up on the bridge on the other side of Sachs Covered Bridge was also the guy that was with me in the room when I heard the chair move and somebody scuffled the chair and sit up in the farmhouse. So that was actually really cool. But yeah, these covers, Sachs Covered Bridge, places like that, the schoolhouse that I was in. So crazy stories about that. I actually started reading some one time. But yeah, that Gettysburg experience, definitely can't wait to go back. And that's just camping. That was for camping, but we got camping plus ghosts. So got a 2-in-1 there. You know? So, alright. Probably tear off of the thing. Put this stuff over here somewhere. I know. here so I know it's actually there. Alright. Okay. It locked up again. Alright, so yeah, there's a couple more minutes left that I don't want to make this too long. Liberty Thrift Haul, The Endora Murders, Heart's Home. I'm not sure about the book, how it's going to be, but when Faith Halio loses her brother in a car accident, she starts grieving. When the circumstances surrounding the accident comes to life, she gets angry. After 36 years in the mean streets of Philadelphia, Andy Ranzuski thought being police chief in the small town of Endora, Pennsylvania would be a cakewalk, but that illustration quickly shatters as one serious crime follows another. So, yeah, I'm not sure if these are true stories or not, but when I saw the Pennsylvania, I thought I ought to buy it. Got 2 movies from Liberty. We all know Interview with a Vampire and The Craft. Craft only being that Nev Campbell was in it, so yep. I think I have Legacy somewhere too, even though they're not in it. John Grisham, The Last Juror, Guardians, The Summons. Been reading a lot of his lately, and Man on Fire because I like to collect books with films. So that's a quick Liberty Thrift Haul, and I think I have 2 more sets of items left. And by now, we are now at the stuff that I got for Christmas. So, hallelujah. Not really bad. Things for her. What is it? 5 below that. Up there. Alright. And a little bit left here. Alright, so these are from my friend Paul. There's a Michael Myers bobblehead. There was supposed to be a knife with it, but I don't think it's there. I think it fell out or something. Or not bobbleheads, they're standees. We have bobbleheads. And then we have a Freddy Krueger, which is really cool. That's the bobblehead. Freddy Krueger bobblehead, which I thought was pretty cool. So there's that one. Also, somewhere over here with a puck. So here is a Chucky mold out, which I thought was really, really cool. Details crazy. So that was really cool. And then for the last little horror haul here, I got from Walmart Wednesday Addams Funko Pop, and I had that for Thanksgiving because I seen the movie, and it was on a $10 clearance. So there's Thanksgiving. Got us a whole slew, a little bit of horror movies and everything here. And then these were also from my friend Paul. These were the Christmas ones, I believe. Those, I think, were the birthday ones. These, I think, were Christmas. And 3D printed Halloween. There's a black one. And a 3D printed red Michael Myers. So, these are really cool. Definitely knows I'm a big Halloween fan. So, we're over 30 minutes, but I think I have one little bad box left. That is Christmas stuff. Sister got me. Oh yeah, Christmas shirt that my sister got me here. Slay all day. Has Michael Myers on the front. Pretty neat. The other one was Back to the Future. Consider this as horror. Keep it horror. And then the last one, I believe this was also a Christmas gift. Halloween H2O. The NECA figurine. Definitely one I seen at Walmart that was crazy. Let's see, what does he come with? The axe from Killing the Mother. The ice skate from the skater boy that lived with, or that lived next door to, Marion Chambers. If you remember that kill in Halloween H2O, she was yelling for the cops. And Michael got her. So we have the ice skate, 2 knives. I think that's a pumpkin of some sort. I think it's another pumpkin. Yeah, it looks like a pumpkin. And then, yeah, different hands and a pumpkin. And then a few interchangeable displayed on his looks throughout the film to separate masks. So this is pretty cool. And that was also from my friends Brianna and Paul. And I believe, speaking of, as I do this drawing here, I believe that's the last items. And those were Christmas gifts from my friend Bri and Paul. And I think that's all. So let me know what you guys think of the horror haul. I'll definitely will have to show off the Mist Cauldron and the Bates Motel sign over here. But definitely when I get this redone and, you know, books read and decided which I'm keeping and which I'm getting rid of, this will definitely be organized at some point. But for now, this is kind of just like a storage unit. But I have a whole desk and office and everything, and then good shit behind me that I just say the word junk for, but good stuff behind me, collections and whatnot. So, but yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this sort of obnoxiously long horror haul, and I will see you guys in the next one. Space scary, everybody. Cheers.
Here in the forest, dark and deep, I offer you eternal